The initial problems we see with young entrepreneurs that create products is they're creating them in their kitchens or at home. And these recipes maybe are family formulas or generational recipes that they've bought the ingredients from supermarkets most likely or grocery stores, and then come to us and say, can you duplicate this? What we need to do up front at Metabrand is really vet that supply chain, and oftentimes it's an entirely different model trying to find commercially scalable ingredients like the ones that these entrepreneurs have bought in stores and formulated their first products with. So that process generally takes about 8 weeks to set up a proper supply chain, but spending the time to vet that chain is very important. We find oftentimes the lead times in buying products overseas, whether it's from China or indigenous cultures where you're sourcing from farms, small family farms, indigenous family farms in third world countries, those lead times are what really needs to be understood up front when you go to production. Because oftentimes if you're doing sourcing overseas, those lead times can be twice as much as you originally planned. A lot of these products aren't just commodities on the market. We also see that in one of the hottest categories the past couple of years at Expo has been proteins, both plant-based proteins and whey proteins. So a few years ago, before the real boom, you could see a lot of availability of both proteins, plant and whey on the market. Now we're seeing just extremely tight supply and demand on both plant and whey side. So we're trying to really work with our brands to understand those lead times as well, and also putting contracts in place so they've got a guaranteed scalable supply of those ingredients. The worst thing is, a brand has great excitement, gets a big order, and then runs out of stock, and it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks or maybe longer just to get that supply chain back up and running. That shelf space is critical not to lose.